we are in this type of visualizations of the data and also the implementation of the inverse normalization function using the Albumentations Lambda. So yeah, and one other thing in the Albumentations, in the augment image function which we defined earlier, do add this line, and then the unbatch is mandatory before you again map, unless you want to define the functions before and then do a sequential mapping on the original part here. So you just add the second mapping before you batch. But otherwise, if you want to do a second mapping after having created the dataset, you have to unbatch first. Yeah, so that's it. So we're going over to the visualization. So first of all, I would get to define the image sizes. So 10 by 10. Then for images, variables in dataset take 1. Then for images, I would get the number equivalent of the image. Let me just do this unsigned integer 8. Then to that I will show the image, and then show everything. So if I run, okay, should have implemented the enumerate, then use subplot. So it's 16 images, so I'll draw, I'm going to 18. So if I run it, an index, so this one should be index 4. So if I run it, we see that we can't really see some of the images, in fact most of the images. So since this is because the transforms converted them into a form that the model could understand, but for us we cannot actually get to have good visualizations of them. So that's why we actually need to create the inverse normalization function. So for that, I'll just have to copy paste it here. Yeah. Now, when we want to use it, we'll just actually do inverse norm, then image equals to image, then we get image. So one thing to note, this inverse norm is the name here, but then sorry about that. So inverse norm is the name here, which will stand for the, then which is also the name here. Then this one image will, this one will be the function which we have defined here. So now if we run it here, so we see the images are essentially unnormalized now. So the normalization transforms has been reversed. So we only have the cost dropout, the cutout, and the flip. So yeah, the same could also be done to the test. So if we do the same to the test, so it would be test here, then only images, we're dealing with in the test. So if we run it, so this one will be fixed size equals to 10 by 10. So oh yeah, so we do not actually run the augmentation functions for the test. So what I'll just do, or essentially yes, we did not run it. So here we just say test, will also be test. So we first unbatch it, then I run it. Then now if we come here, so running it, yes, we get to see the images. So essentially, if I get to not unnormalize it, let us see what we'll have. So if we don't unnormalize the images, this is what we have. So in order to essentially have the visualizations of the images, we'll have to unnormalize them first. Yeah, so I guess we're through with this step, so we are going into the next step.